She's got a lot of pride. And her name is Brittany Pride. Come on up.
Okay, mainly that was because I'm so nervous and I needed to scream because there's so much like pressure built up here. But I am so honored and humbled to be here today and just get to share our journey with you. It has been quite the journey, as Gil said. I was at Exit, and I called a lot of his agents to learn how they were doing it because I didn't really know how to do it. I was brand new out of real estate school, but today I want to share with you guys just a little bit about our story. Yes, we buy and sell with pride. My name is Brittany Pride. But this is my amazing husband, my girls, Presley and Aniston, that get to do this thing called life with me. Josh has been my biggest coach, encourager, cheerleader, and he pushes me to do the uncomfortable like this. So I hate him for it, but then I love him for it afterwards. So thank you, Josh. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the success system and how to package up your story so that you can package it as a gift to share with somebody else. You know, this journey for us started back in 2012 when we left corporate America and decided to become entrepreneurs. We left Ohio, we came to Florida, started fixing and flipping properties, we started buying rental properties, and we were two little fish in a big sea of investors. It was hard. And in late of 2017, I decided to get my license, and I joined, like Gil said, Exit. And it was difficult. I didn't have a playbook. I didn't have anybody teaching me, helping me. I knew that if it was going to be, it was up to me. And there were two agents there that we just really connected. We did things together. We YouTubed university, right? Like I learned everything that I could there. And I knew that at that time, that's when my love for the new agent started. I wanted a place that I could coach and develop and just help people become champions, help people do something extraordinary with their life. And I told Josh, I was like, we need to do our own brokerage. Like, we need to do this, and we need to help people. And it's been trying, I will say that. But we decided that probably owning our brokerage was not the right fit. EXP kept coming up. And I was like, Josh, I just don't know if that's for us, because I want to build a brand. I want to build a team. I want to build something for us. I want to help people do something extraordinary. And it was in June of 2019 that I saw this post from 𝗚𝗿𝗹𝗺𝗺. Who knows Tia? Love her. This is a long post. And I didn't know Tia at the time, and so I didn't know that this is not Tia. Tia would not write that long of a post. She's short to the point, like she kind of punches you in the gut sometimes, but she tells you how it is. But what I saw in this post was that this was somebody that was having fun. She was building a legacy. She was killing it, but she was doing it with other people. And there were two people in that post that I saw, which was 𝗚𝗿𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 and 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺. Now, again, I looked up to Gil because he was at that other office that I wanted to like see how he did it. I didn't know that he had an office before I joined, or I probably would have been at his office, and then I looked at Veronica. I will never forget the day that we were at Florida Realtors convention, and she walked up, and she was just like so little, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's just a little person. And I was like, hi, Veronica. I was like, my name's Brittany. I live right around the neighborhood. You have your RE/MAX office right there in Wyndham Lakes. And we just started talking. She's like, hey, hon, let's have coffee. And I was like, oh, I can't have coffee with her. Like, oh my gosh. So I was so intimidated. I was like, she's like this mega queen, and like, how could I have coffee? Like, what would I say to her if I had coffee with her? So I never really did anything with it, but for 2 months, Josh and I were looking at, okay, EXP, how can we make it better? Should we join with EXP? Like, should we do this? Should we not? And it was 2 months later in August that I wrote Tia at night, and here's the post. Hey, love, I'm ready to talk to you about EXP. 10 o'clock at night, she texts me back, and she says, hey, girl, I'm teaching a class tomorrow. Why don't you come? I was like, okay, I can work some things around. You see, Tia was doing the success system, and she had no idea she was doing it. And when we got to that lunch we got to the training that day, she said, hey, listen, I'm going to invite Veronica to lunch, and she's going to share this EXP thing and tell you all about it, because, listen, I don't know anything about it. I really don't recruit. And but you know what? She's going to do it, and she's helping me. And so we went and had lunch. We had an incredible time. And Veronica, just shared her story and how this company has truly empowered her and where she was going with this. And so when we ended up, obviously, joining forces with Veronica. And here we are today. The power of our yes. We have gone from being a single agent, myself, to earning income 5 different ways. And I am truly now able to build a brand and build a team, but building a legacy so other agents can do extraordinary things. My first revenue check was $51.84. Not life-changing. You can't even put a half a tank of gas with that right now. But, and last month we were a little over $3,000. And I want to tell you this, guys. EXP has become the vehicle to get me to where I'm going, but it's truly been my heart and soul that's been that engine, that driving force to get us to where we're going. Josh and I was able to take our rev share and some stocks, and we bought another rental property back in November. I wanted to build a pool. Josh is like, we're not building a pool. I'm like, hey, listen, if we don't have to finance it, can we build a pool? And so because of this vehicle, we were able to sign a contract May 13th to start building our pool. And truly, this vehicle has given us the options, the choices to live life by design, to be able to travel more if we want to travel more. I don't have to work as much on weekends that I used to have to do. It's literally given us choices. And so today I want to talk to you. Did you guys turn me down? I feel like I'm turned down. Because I'm going to start turning it down. All right, so here we go. I want to ask you guys, how were you invited to look at EXP? How many of you guys knew somebody that invited you here? How many of you didn't even know the person? Okay. How many of you were just somebody was like, listen, you need to come. There's stocks, there's splits, there's revenue check. You didn't even know what it was. You just kind of got what we say EXP'd on, right? So you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. It's about timing. And if somebody says, no, not right now, that just means not right now. Keep inviting them. And so this is what I'm talking to you guys today is about packaging up your story as a gift, as basically a gift to give to somebody else. This will help you not EXP all over everybody. This is basically just packaging up your 2 minutes of where you were, what you saw, what you heard. I saw this great young girl building a business, but she was doing it with other people. I wanted that. I wanted to be partnered with Gil and Veronica. What I did, I called her up and said, hey, listen, I need to know about this EXP thing. But where I'm going is so much better than where I was going to be going before this EXP thing. And so most people want to be a part of something special. We have something special. Why are we not sharing it? All you have to do is invite. Invite to things like this. Invite to happy hours. Invite to a dinner at your house. And just share what this has done for you and see if maybe they have a problem in their business that you could provide a solution to. And so this is a success system that we've always just followed. This has nothing to do with FORBES Magazine. This is just my success system that I kind of said. So you have your one-on-one, which is you sharing your story. And then you share 𝗚𝗿𝗄𝗄's model explained. If you've never seen it, YouTube it, ask a person that invited you here so that you can see the video. It's very powerful. The next thing is once you've done your one-on-one, you go to a 2-on-1 or you go to a 3-way phone call so you can hear another story. When Tia invited me to lunch with Veronica and she shared her story with us, I could see myself in her story. I could see ways that she was doing that could help us with ours. The next is small events or lunch and learns or networking events. Inviting people to see more, to see your culture. And I know that we say that a lot, but I'm true, I have been a part of other brokerages, I've been to other networking events, and these people here, this is my family. I'm not gonna cry. Big events. So, getting people to big events, big decisions are made at big events, guys. And, one of the things for us when we got here, we didn't go to EXPCon our first year. We had joined in September, and I didn't really even know what it was. We had talked about it, but it was during COVID, right? So they didn't really have it in person. But I went to Cabo and Build, and those were my first 2 events. And the one thing that I can say at these big events is you hear people talk about it, but until you see it, you feel it, and you experience it, you don't know what culture is, right? We are a family here, and truly being able to take your journey and share it with somebody else and get them to these big events, that's where the magic happens. And above everything, you bam, fam everything, guys. You book a meeting from a meeting. You need to be inviting to what's the next event, because it may take somebody 7 times before they see it, feel it, right, Jenna? Right? So I encourage you guys to package up your story as a gift to give to somebody else. These are some events that have completely changed my life. And you see that one down there at the bottom? That's the event that Jenna probably went to, wondering why everybody was hugging. I think she's actually in that photo. Yep, that's the, wow. So that is the event that she was at in Orlando. And, you know, the one thing that I want to say, guys, is your story is going to sell. The facts of the rev share and the stocks and all that stuff, that's amazing. But the stories sell and the facts simply tell. So go out there, package up your story, find 10 people that you can share this with. My question to you is, are those 10 people, are you going to let your ego get in the way? Are you going to let your pride or your story or your self-imposed limitations of, this is not going to work for them, hold you back? Because at the end of the day, when you let ego, which is edging God out, get in the way, you are getting in the way of God's plan. And so I'm telling you, go get uncomfortable to help another agent find comfort, because massive action solves all problems. You guys go be awesome, be a champion. Thank you so much.